Hello, a very good morning to everybody. First of all, I'd like to wish everybody a very happy World Heritage Day today. And we are honored to open our exhibition on such an important day in our field, in the field of culture and heritage work. So thank you for being here. My name is Riya. I'm one of the interns who worked in this exhibition. Me and Pavitra will walk you through what all happened behind the scenes of the exhibition. After the lighting of the lamp, we'll have a short tea break for about 15 minutes. Post that, we request everybody to please wait and listen to us while we give you all a walkthrough of the entire exhibition.
So the title of the exhibition, I know everybody is aware, but still, it's Echoes of the Coromandel, Navigation and Trade. And I think we are the first batch of interns to do an exhibition which is bilingual. So the Tamil title for this exhibition is CHOLAMANDEL Kadarkarayin Aalichuvadu. People think Cholamandalam means it will obviously come under the Chola Empire or Chola dynasty, but the Tamil name for the word Coromandel is Cholamandalam. So that's the title. So on the whole, this exhibition is divided into three parts: the beginning, the peak, and the echoes. So I would, the first question that people would ask us is, what's the time period? But one thing I think that's unique thing that we have done, we have no time period. Why no time period? Because the legacy is still continuing, and if we start taking out everything out, then there is a lot to display. So we thought we would highlight the important events that has happened, the important developments that has happened, the important voyages that has taken place, and which has been a revolution in the history of the Coromandel Coast, the navigation between the Coromandel Coast and Southeast Asia.
People might not be aware, but there is a lot of impact and legacy that the Coromandel Coast has left on the east side. Usually when we talk about maritime trade and maritime routes, we talk about how the west has come to India and India becomes the east for them. But when you talk about the southeast of Asia, you will realize, as we realized while we were conducting our research, that we were the west for the southeast, and the amount of impact that we've left on them, their culture, society, the way they live today, even their names for that matter, is quite a lot, and it is very huge. We've tried our level best to compress everything and present everything in front of you today, and we hope you enjoy it. Enjoy viewing this for the next entire month as much as we've enjoyed researching it for the past 2 to 3 months. We would also like to thank Dr. Malini to be here to inaugurate our exhibition, ma'am. And we hope you like the exhibition. You can give us insights about how we can improve ourselves, because of course we are all still learning. And thanks to Sharat sir also to help us with Dr. Malini to be here. And thank you for Cholamandalam to help us learn so much in this museum, because this internship has been very eye-opening to us. We are at the last stage of our internship at this period. This exhibition is a culmination of everything that we have learned throughout the year from all the various departments that we have worked with. So thank you so much for supporting our internship, ma'am. Section introduction we'll give later on. I'd request Sharmila to please say the thank you note.
So this exhibition has been curated and set up by DAK CHOLA IMM Interns of 2024 to 2025 batch of Anaga, Kadambari, Krishnapriya Rajiv, Mugdha Chavan, Nandini Deb, Pavan Krishna, Pavitra, Riya Prathan, Sharmila Chinnadurai and Sri Nivedita. We extended our gratitude towards the following people: Ms. Maya Tyagarajan, Mr. Sharat Nambiar, Ms. Anita Pottamkulam, Mr. Heathan Bhagat, Mr. Shailesh, Ms. Neena Samani, Mr. Narayana Sami, Miss Anita Yogeshwari, Miss Indumati, Mr. Amritanandan, Miss Dindi, Mr. Dravid Prasad, Mr. Udaya Krishna, Tara Books, Mani Anna, Mohan Anna, Tirupati Anna, Srinivas Sir, Palani Anna, Karunakaran Anna, Sushil Bhaiya, Thaman Bhaiya and Prema Akka. And special thanks for the collection department and the library department for giving us the objects and also the books. Thank you. And
So, as I mentioned earlier, our exhibition is divided into 3 sections. Here, it's the beginning, and in Tamil we have translated as Vinmin Valigata Kadal Vendra Kalam. The reason why we have given that title, Vinmin Valigata Kadal Vendra Kalam, it is the stars, the stellar navigation that was helping the people before technologies, everything. So before going into that, we thought we would give some evidence that gives that holds it strong, and it's a strong evidence proof for everything that we have displayed. So we have many records. So we have this beginning section contains archaeological evidence, literary evidence, and about monsoon winds. So literary evidence, while speaking about literary evidence, there is actually a lot. So we are speaking only about the Coromandel coast and Southeast Asia, but not only the literatures from the Coromandel coast or neither the literatures from Southeast Asia, but we also have Ptolemy and Periples of Erythraean Sea, their accounts which also mentions the voyages that has been happening in these places. So we thought that's a very big evidence, and that's a strong evidence for this whole exhibition. So we have displayed it. We'll go to the archaeological evidence section.
The archaeological evidences gives us the insights about the trade that were happening from Coromandel coast to Southeast Asia. So for that we have replicated some potteries and coins. These are the beads. So we tried making the similar kind of things that were available during those the period where they were doing this trade, and these are the sculptures that have been found at that time. These are Buddha's sculptures, and this is a pottery again. So since we couldn't since we couldn't make a replica of it, so we tried making we tried portraying that thing, and this is very interesting. This falls under archaeological evidences as well as literary, because this is an inscription. This is a eight lettered Tamil inscription. Yes, this thing was found in Thailand, Wat Kong Long. The original inscription is there in Thailand Museum. So we tried replicating that thing, and this is actually like a stone. So we tried carving that. That's all about archaeological evidences. Thank you.
So you people carved it.
Yes. Yeah.
We thought we would at least resemble something. So while speaking about the literary evidence, I found these 3 phrases from Tamil literatures. So we know Sangam literature dates back to between 3rd century BC and 3rd century AD. So I found these 2 phrases are exactly from Pattinapalai, and this is an explanation for Manimegalai. This is not the exact verse from Manimegalai. So the most important thing is Eelathu Unavum Kalagathu Aakamum. So while speaking about Southeast Asian countries, there are many. The most important thing that the port was Karagam. Karagam is today's Kedah. So Kedah was referred as Karagam. So people, okay, the question may arise, both the words are different, then how did you confirm that Karagam is today's Kedah, everything? So while researching about that, scholars have found one word called as Swarnadeepa. So Swarnadeepa, the whole Southeast Asian countries was referred to as Swarnadeepa. And why Swarnadeepa? Why was it referred to as Swarnadeepa and it is not used nowadays? So while thinking about that, the Southeast Asian countries like Kedah and Vietnam and those places have a lot of gold mines. Even now they have a lot of gold mines. So people were actually importing gold from those places. So that is why it was called a Swarnadeepa, Swarna Bhumi thing. And Kalagathu Aakamum means manufactured goods from Kedah. So we were actually not manufacturing, we were also manufacturing goods and exporting to them, but we were getting a lot of ivories and a lot of things, goods from their places. So that is how people have confirmed that Karagam means today's Kedah. And there is a similar verse in Manimegalai which says Kadaram Vanigar Kadal Mel Paindu. Kadaram is also today's Kedah. So Kalagam, Kadaram is today's Kedah. So this tells about the merchants coming from Kedah to India. So this is about the commodities that is we are importing from those places, and this tells about the merchants exporting import. And we have we also thought that our library has a huge collection of literary evidences itself, so we thought we would display it. And this book was one important source that all of us were using, Nagapattinam Mudal Swarnadeepam Varai. So from Nagapattinam to Swarnadeepa, it is a book, and it gave us a lot of sources for this exhibition. It helped us a lot, so we thought we'd display it here.
The next section talks about monsoon winds and navigation, how in the ancient era people developed techniques and technology and knowledge to navigate, and when to leave, when to come back, all the things that were decided based on the directions of monsoon winds. So this whole panel gives you an idea of that. And the installation that you see up there, the idea was to incorporate it with the monsoon winds. So we wanted to incorporate the important element which was wind for the navigators in something to make it alive. So the idea was to project the map and something that can move with the wind. So yeah. Coromandel coast and Southeast Asia. It resembles the same one. Yeah. Sure. I would like to hand it over to.
Now from here we are in the end of the beginning session. Inside we have the display of the peak and the echo session. Now I welcome you all to the peak. As we begin, the peak section has the navigation and the shipbuilding and the commodities that got exchanged in these two periods. So here, in this, we mainly focused on the navigation, especially the technique used by Chola dynasty. And the sources for this we got from the book Chola Navigation Package, which was written by Dr. Arunachalam sir. So this is the installation that we have done. So basically what the sailor is doing is he is trying to measure the stars. The stars which used by them is Mirgashira, it's Shravana and these stars, which is Tamil names of the stars. And usually we know sailors sail through Northern Star, but to be it was so astonishing to me when I discovered people of Coromandel coast sail through Southern Star actually. Yes, it was also mentioned by Fahian when he came here in his notebook, like he noticed people do mention that people of Coromandel coast sail by Southern Star. Okay. So here this technique is called Viral Kanakku in Tamil. In English it's called finger based measurement. So basically when the sailor puts the hands up there, the gaps is seen approximately it's 1.5 degree altitude. So if it is 2 finger width, it is 3 degrees. So that's how they measure the stars distance and they sail across the ocean. So the monsoon winds and this goes hand in hand for them to help and navigate across the oceans and reach the Southeast Asian countries. So that is the ports, important ports that in both the coast, Coromandel coast and the Southeast Asian countries. So next I'd like to welcome Pawan to explain about.
Hello. So to know about the contemporary methods for fishing and how they are doing sailing now, we visited the Kasambed port. And there we found out that whatever the stars she mentioned like Mrugashira and other stars, they are still using it for the fishing. And we have took an interview from the fishermen that will be displayed over there. And these are the few techniques they are using for shipbuilding. And the next part will be seen by Ria.
In the beginning, when Pavitra was talking about literary evidences, she also mentioned that there are a lot of guild evidences. So this section particularly is about the guild evidences. We have referred again to the book called Nagapattinam to Swarnadeepa. It had a lot of mention of particular guilds. Some of them were difficult to pronounce because it's the Tamil that was used then and the Tamil that everybody speaks now is very different. We also referred to quite a lot of articles that The Hindu has mentioned. Quite interestingly, that newspaper a few months ago mentioned that there was an entire stone inscription that was unearthed somewhere in the Coromandel coast itself that mentions the trade with Singapore, and it is a guild record of a particular guild. So this, we try to make it look like a guild record only. And I'd also like to mention quite a lot of things that you see displayed are made by hand by the interns itself. So if you see the maps and everything else, we've tried to be as authentic as possible, bring out an artistic side of ourselves. So we also have mentioned a few words that we find in these guild records, the English ones and the Tamil translations again. The guilds had quite a lot of rules and laws as well that they continuously keep mentioning in their records of what they are importing and what they are exporting. So from these guild records itself, we get to know what are the kinds of commodities that were exchanged. So as we mentioned, a lot of pearls, rubies and a lot of gold was imported to India from there. India was famous to export this to the West, but we were bringing it from there as well. So there's a lot of porcelain that you will see as well. Then there was quite a lot of spices also, cardamom, then this cumin seeds, this cloves and everything. So we've tried to put it to make it a section. Quite a lot of porcelain was imported from that. This is the batik sari. We'll talk about this right now, but you'll understand a little more about this in the next section, which is the echoes. This is a puppet we have of Ravana, and right in front of that it's Rama. We have put this because as we were searching for the echo and cultural influence that we have left on Southeast Asia, we realized that the Ramayana that we read here is not the Ramayana that they read in Thailand. Quite interestingly, they have a Ramayana in Thailand called Ramakin, and like Ayodhya, they have another city there and they call it Ayutthaya. So we have sources of how Ramayana has been made into miniature paintings on Buddhist temples, etc. that we'll show you all outside. So we thought Ramayana is a very important cultural significance from Coromandel coast to Southeast Asia. That's why this too. And now the video that a few of us went to the port and we took. We'd like for you to pause to watch it.
With our walkthrough, installation. We'll explain about the installation and the contemporary roots, and then we'll proceed. I welcome Mugdha and Kadambari.
So this is the diorama that we tried to make, and it gives a bigger visual of the ancient roots that were being used. Actually, it is to be compared, it can also be seen in comparison with that panel, which shows the contemporary roots, so we can evidently see that the names that were being used and the roots directions differ quite a bit for now.
Okay, this is the final section of our exhibition, the echoes. It's mainly include contemporary roots, technology, religious influence and language. Mainly now Coromandel is the main gateway for the global trade routes. So the modern trade routes and contemporary routes and GPS technology, compass, wind system. There are so many navigation and technology now we have. That time they use mainly winds and the wave of the waves. Now we have compass, GPS, that and that section.
So this section include the cultural influence, how the Coromandel coast culturally and religiously influenced the southeastern countries. These are the temples that show their architecture and our architecture are similar.
Okay, so while we did find quite a lot of architecture that was interesting, but this was all that caught our eye quite a lot. We will start with the Borobudur temple in Indonesia. This is predominantly a Buddhist temple today. There's a lot of Buddha statues that also again resemble the ones that are here in India. So if you look from away, and if I don't tell you that it belongs in Southeast Asia, you might look at the entire panel and think that, okay, this is in India itself. But when you look closely, you will see quite a lot of influences and amalgamation of the cultures of Southeast Asia and the Coromandel here. The best and the most known one here is the Angkor Wat that everybody must know about. I'd also like to mention that a team from the Indian Archaeological Survey has been here for quite a long time, and they're trying to restore this. That is because initially we thought it was because it is somebody from here must have gone there, masons, to build this temple, but that's not true. We had our own myths that we've busted all throughout the way while we were researching for this exhibition. It is because the shikhara of the main temple, when you see it, you'll see it resembles the one that the Pallavas had made here in the south. So that is the reason why ASI was invited by the Cambodian government to help them restore this. Again, as you move forward, there's the Prabnanan temple in Indonesia. Again, if you look from afar, it will look like an Indian temple. Most of these temples initially were Hindu temples, and now later on, as the kings converted into Buddhism, these temples have been made into Buddha temples. This is the Mai San temple in Vietnam. Most of them are in ruins today. This is the Wat Pho temple in Laos. This is the Ananda temple in Myanmar. These are the Batu caves in Malaysia, and the most interesting fact about this cave itself is that there is a big Murugan statue right outside. So it will look like it's in India, but it's not. I'd like to hand it over to Sharmila.
So for now, everything is like the commodities, evidences, like in a literary source and everything. But we also influenced words which we are speaking now in different languages. So what we thought of, like, why we have to give something in a direct way, we should make it something interesting more than saying influence of same languages. We gave a topic of same but different. That reel is like recently famous, like in a Southeast Asian reels. So the words which we mostly use is like for king, Raja, Rasha in Tamil, Yaza in Burmese, and like Latsa in Lao. So these are the words like which is the same word, but it has like different pronunciations. So in the same way, we can convey that like the words are also influenced from different places. So yeah, and at last the conclusion. So the conclusion is not only everything is just like not an history. Still we are following everything. We are like using all these techniques and evidence. Through this we are like sharing the history, and also we are getting to know, we are also following all those. Yes, that's it. Thank you. And if like whoever wanted to know more details about it, like they can stay here, we can explain it, and we are open for the questions also.
We'd also like to mention, ma'am, that all of us have put together 4 podcasts together that will be out soon. We have picked up each one section that we have elaborately researched about. 2 of us have researched more about the section, and we've tried to bust a few myths that I was talking about. So we'll put the QR codes on our Instagram page, and we'll also be putting the QR codes in our exhibition once our podcasts are out. So thank you very much. Ma'am, if you'd please be the first one to give us a review, we'll be honored. Sure.
That Malacca Straits.
Yes.
Did you, during your research, did you find anything about pirates?
Pirates?
Today it's one of the most pirate festive
oriented place.
So they say even those days they were there. How did the Cholas
research on this? Malacca Straits, who did the research?
We all did it
All
together.
But the thing is, we thought we would actually have a section for pirates, make it interesting, but we didn't have, we were not able to get very proper evidence so that we could put up a separate section, allot a separate section. But we actually thought, okay, if pirates are there, then we thought, okay, we'll put something like how we have Rama and Ravana on both the sides. We thought we'll have the flags of the kings and the flags of the pirates on the diorama, but we were not able to source the flags, as well as we were lacking some information. So,
well, I have to say I'm very proud of all the interns today and all the work they've put together. So good job. And also a big thank you to everyone who's helped them. Because I know Shailesh and Neena and many people, Indu, everyone has been working along with you. So a big thank you to everybody. And I want to say that one of the things I'm feeling very happy about is just the way you all have gone about researching. So I think their research skills have really grown over the course of the year as they've been, thinking about very carefully about evidence, evaluating evidence, is it good evidence, thinking about creating arguments. So all of these things, I'm happy that you all have made so much progress. And also, I think you've worked together very well as a team. And that is a very big big thing, to be able to collaborate and each of you has different strengths. You'll have sort of drawn on your different strengths, worked together. So lots of creativity, lots of good work. And I hope you all are feeling proud of yourself, feeling like you've learned something along the way and that it's been a good learning experience. So thank you to all the interns, and thank you to so many people who, Amir and Ritik and Indu and the whole team, Anita and Sharat, of course, and Shailesh, I know you've been putting in a lot of hours with them. So thank you to everybody who has contributed. Okay, thanks so much.
Shailesh, sir, have few words about. You are coming every day and you're guiding us, but we need something from you also. Yeah.
You put shape to the whole idea.
And actually, after a very long time, this particular batch is very good batch. That's what I was talking to all the time to Indu. Something like it's a 15th exhibition or something like that. From 15 years, this is the best batch ever. Yeah, this is the very best batch. So this is the first time I spent little less time. Otherwise, most of the time till 11 o'clock, I used to be here and go back and come back in the early morning and set it up. So the thing is, I used to tell you all guys, you were arts management students, you were not artists, so that you should know how to take the work from others. But in this case, what happened is you personally first started doing works. So even in the meantime, I wanted to stop you not to do. You had to take work from others. That's what that's what I was thinking. So but you had a great experience, and I had a great fun to working with you all, and without Sharat sir support, Thank you.
But no, I think a big 3 cheers to the interns and the mentors. Very impressive.
I think I just enjoyed watching all of you work. I just was so curious. I would peep in every other day to see what's happening. So I enjoyed watching you all work. I enjoyed how you put it together. And I think it was just, I saw that all of you were relaxed. You were enjoying it. You had music and everything. You just enjoyed the whole process. And I think that's very important. Yeah. So thank you for this lovely show.
Sorry, one more thing, so even little bit of success of this, and also we had some few other classes also, doing in hand-on experience classes. So thanks for Hindu for giving me an opportunity to, work with them, so that we made couple of workshops so that.
Great job by all of you. Really proud of your team. Thank you so much for this wonderful show, and special thanks to Cholamandel. Of course, without you, this is not possible. Thank you so much, ma'am, for continuously supporting us.
Very big thank you. Because we really do appreciate the support. So this would be the 9th year of me coming every year, officially, but I am here every other weekend with my son. He's 5 now. Because it is a place where children just go wild, and there's always something new for them. But I've been following the work of Dakshinachitra, and we as a part of our work we travel pan-India. So Cholamandalam has projects in 22 states now, and we keep on traveling. But the kind of focus that we see in Tamil Nadu to conserve the culture, heritage, monuments, it's something so many states are yet to do. The kind of passion, even like a internship program like this, it gets the young minds focused, it gets their interest, and that's something Dakshinachitra is excelling and doing it so well. I hope that we have similar programs in other parts of the country, because let me tell you, you go to other states, you visit the rural parts of these extreme rural, like I was in Odisha in Feb, and I didn't get any signal for 2 hours, and there are no roads, and we are supporting, we call them hamlets because they are not even a village proper, but these tribes, and you see them doing their own crafts, and you see things getting missed out and not getting the attention that it deserves. So what Dakshinachitra is doing is remarkable. I hope others, we have similar things in other parts of the country. That's That's all. Thank you so much.
We'd like to request Vinod sir also to say a few words. So if you liked their exhibition.
No, thank you for it's been quite beautiful. I've interacted with you all when we spoke and I spoke to you all. But I think having been to a lot of exhibitions around the world, what struck me is the simplicity. What's important about an exhibition is clarity. You take the audience through a journey, you translate the ideas that you have intended to convey through your entire project and create an impression in their own mind. This does it beautifully, beautifully. It's not overdone. Like I said to myself, no frames, beautiful. It's what is not necessary is not being done. And I asked Shailesh to understand a little more in terms of what you all did. And he said that, the whole idea was that you all worked with your hands to make these things happen. So that's something that is not very common. You get ready-made stuff, put it up. That's not what you went through. But over and above all those are technical points. The spirit of what you want to convey has come out very clearly. You worked very hard. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We thank everybody who's been here, and we hope that everybody has enjoyed looking at the exhibition as much as we've enjoyed putting it up. And this is going to be our view for the next 1 month. So please keep revisiting our exhibition. And we'd also request everybody present here to please write in our visitors book. It is a good memory for all of us to carry after the internship gets over. We'd like to break for tea now. Thank you everybody for being here today.